Alright, howdy y'all. Today is April 3rd and it's been a fun day. I didn't get too much video from earlier, but I took Big Bird on a little trip and he went and visited my grandma, so I got a couple pictures from that I'll show you guys. Okay, chickens, messed my camera up. And then also my uncle was out in the coop today, which is neat, and as well as my mom, so it's a busy day, which was a lot of fun. So these girls are all good. They did completely tear up that straw bale now, so it's a little bit of a mess in here, but is what it is. So these girls are all done for the day, and gonna call it done. Alright, y'all, today is April 4th and I got a couple treats for the chickens. We'll let them out today. Some grapes and an apple. Also gonna get the beehive all set up back here as well. Move my little table on the other side and open up those nesting boxes so that way the chickens can go in. Alright guys, so this is the layout I'm going with. Put a couple boards on the end here just to support that middle board on both ends. A couple cement blocks to prop it up off the ground a little bit. Underneath here, just put a trash bag so that'll keep the weeds from growing up in between everything, so that way I don't have to get a weed eater under there or just let it grow up and kind of take over stuff. I got the hive facing this way. It's kind of out in the open and then going toward the woods, so the weather won't be rolling in there. It's also tilted down so that way if water does get in here, it's not going to pool in the hive. It'll come out and be fine. It's also big enough that I can easily put another hive on here. I could put up to 4 hives on this one piece, so I can slowly kind of grow from that, which is great. So we'll see how this spot works out though. I think it'll be okay sun-wise. It's far enough from the woods in front. There's a nice grassy patch over here, so it'll stay sunnier in the morning, and then by the time it gets over there, there's some taller trees that this is closer to, so it'll get some more shade in the evening. That's the hope. The woods is kind of close to the coop here, so it might just get shaded out too much, but right now this is what I'm going with. I can always move it if needed, but I think this is a pretty good spot for now. Finally got this table moved over here as well, so that's nice to get out. I got it propped up on a couple little concrete stones just because it is wet out here. Might make the table last a little longer. I'm planning on making this a nice shelf under here so I can store some stuff. And then maybe up top, building some sort of canopy so that way it doesn't get wet. But for now, this is the start of it. And it's going pretty well. Next thing I got to do is open up those nesting boxes. All right, everyone, we got another friendly chicken that started coming up on my lap, so she needs a name. I'll give her a purple tag, and then if you've got any good name ideas, drop them down in the comments, and I will name her in the next video. Howdy y'all, today is April 5th, and it actually turned out to be a pretty nice day today. So it rained a little bit, but it wasn't a complete washout like I was expecting, so that's nice. I did bring the chickens a bunch of little treats. I was cleaning up earlier. They got a banana, apple, and some tomatoes, so we'll see which one they go for. Alright, I think they're done with that. Let's try something else. Let's go with the tomato. I think they're tomato fans too. Now an apple. are definitely starting to act like roosters. Big Bird here has been mounting some girls, and I heard Doodle-Doo crow for the first time yesterday, so I haven't seen too much action from him, but Big Bird definitely. So hopefully they'll play nicely and share the ladies, but we'll see. So there happens to be a Tractor Supply right next to where I have a rehearsal tonight, so I'm going to stop in really quick and grab a couple bags of bedding as well as a chick feeder, which I'm actually going to use for the bees. Looks like they finally got plenty of my bedding bags, so that's good. I'll get a couple bags of that. Howdy y'all, today is April 7th and I just popped out to the coop real quick to see if we have any eggs. That little black chicken has been making a different noise that's more typical of an egg coming soon or just laid an egg. So she's definitely feeling it, but she's still technically a little bit off from actually laying one. But there could be one any day, so I'm just gonna look really quick and see if we find anything. Nothing in the first box. Excuse me, chickens. And nothing in the second box. I will say, since the chickens destroyed that original bale I had up top, everything down below is kind of straw right now, mixed with a little bit of shavings. So it might be a little deceiving for them, and they might just kind of make their own nest on the ground somewhere, since the materials are so similar, until I get some more shavings down. So thinking this might be a good spot back here behind this board for an egg potentially. So been kind of checking that, but it doesn't look like there's anything yet. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled and see if we find an egg here soon. I saved a few tomatoes from last time, so I'm just gonna give them a couple as a treat today. They kind of had a little bit too much yesterday and they were getting burnt out, so give them a little something something. I think they need another one.